We're in the basement here where all of the hard work that goes into the great cheese that we sell happens. I think a lot of people don't realise the work and the care and attention that goes into every bit of cheese that we sell. The exciting bit happens from here on. We've got 3 different arches that kind of go out under the street. They were the original coal arches. We can use them to create really specific conditions to look after the cheeses in. Key to what our setup here is the different environments that we have to look after the cheeses. We can create environments within those environments, but I think what's important is that we've got a mixture of temperatures, and in general most of the rooms are pretty high humidity. We want to retain nice moisture in the cheese. I think this is a really nice addition to our armoury. What's kind of cool about it is it's for drying the cheese, so not to dry it out in the sense of give it a crispy coating, but we can dehumidify the cheese, lift a bit of surface moisture, and crucially change the environment in which things can grow in the cheese. It's not somewhere you would store cheese, it's just somewhere cheese would go for a little brief trip. This is where we can just slowly age the cheeses. The cooling temperature, rather than coming from a big fan, just comes from cold water passing through the radiators. I think that's also an exciting, I suppose from a sustainability point of view, it's really nice that all of the refrigeration in the whole building runs on chilled water rather than on a refrigerant. Louis and his team generally look after the cheese. Louis is our cellar manager, the one with his eyes on the cheese on a daily basis.
We've got an end profile that we're trying to achieve with every cheese. We will turn it, we'll move these around to make sure no individual cheese is having kind of too much of the same conditions. Some cheeses within the same batch will have kind of different characteristics, and we have to respond to those.
But every batch is a little bit different, so we need to look at every single piece of cheese individually. We can then decide what environment it needs to go into, whether it needs to go for a bit of time in our drying room, whether it just needs to go straight into one of the caves, whether it actually just needs to be left to its own devices and put in a nice cold fridge. We just have to look at the cheese, smell the cheese, maybe taste the cheese, and decide where it needs to go. This is our hard cheese store. It sits at 12 or 13 degrees and importantly about 90% humidity. And we can just put our hard cheeses just to quite happily sit here and kind of come on. There's some cases where you just need a proper cold room. This is just a walk-in chiller, and some cheeses just need a nice stable cold environment. The bloomy rounded cheeses in here, the Bries, the Baron Bygoods, that sort of thing. A lovely bit of Devon blue here, actually, that's very nice. And yeah, kind of does what it says on the tin. We wouldn't buy anything other than the best cheese. Cheese from amazing producers, that last mile of its journey where it just kind of goes from good to great, I think is what we can do here at Buchanan's Cheesemonger.